And we're live, I think. We are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to... no, my TV's not working. Welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. The main event, as far as I'm concerned, for the day. The Lions taking on OPSREYS in the URC. Hey, remote work. And, hopefully, on the back of what was a very frustrating afternoon of rugby, championship rugby, we might see a surprise performance from the Lions, who are taking on the OPSREYS, a pretty stacked OPSREYS side, it must be said. And a pretty big ask for them to be able to do it. But you never know. You never know. You don't knock them until they play at the end of the day. We've got to back ourselves. Got to back the buggers. But yes, it is a very big ask. I mean, you're playing against players like Ellerman Jones, Adam Beard, Dylan Lydiot, George North, Thomas Francis. Hey, there's some good players in this OPSREYS side. The Lions have gone with a couple of interesting selections. They've gone Gianni Lombard into the side. We've gone they've gone Sanedi Humber, for example, at scrum half. So a couple of interesting decisions being made by the Lions camp. And yeah, very frustrating to see no Henko van Wyk in the side, which I assume has been an injury after his stellar performance last week. So a couple of interesting decisions from a Lions perspective, but hopefully we will see a pretty good performance, because I need cheering up. I need Lions to clutch up and do the business. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get up there. Like, I just want to see some wild rugby. I want to see cool things. I don't even care about the results. I want to see some cool shit tonight. I want to see like unreal chicken wing, disgusting passes where they had no right to make that pass, but they do. I want to see those players just doing things I didn't think were possible. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just about what I'm saying. I want to know what you're saying. What do we reckon? What's a good result for the Lions? They're not expected to win. Let's be honest. They're not expected to win. I don't know if they've got much of a chance to win, but what would be an acceptable result? Are we talking about getting a bonus point, for example, coming within 7? Would that be a good result? Would scoring a few tries be a good result? Without trying to be pessimistic, I do think that we're obviously up against it. I don't see why we can't try and shock a few teams along the way and stuff like that. I do think it's early in the season, though. What I will say, though, is I was very impressed with the Lions' performance last weekend from a defensive point of view, which has not been the case for a while. But we did start seeing a little bit of improvement now that Jacques Fries actually had a bit of a preseason to work with them. So hopefully that will mean we will hopefully be a bit more defensively solid in this tournament, because last season we just leaked tries. We could scored some phenomenal tries last season. And the Lions have always been good with ball in hand. And I think they still want to stick to that DNA. I do think Ash Van Rooyen is still trying to stick with that DNA. The question is, can they shore up the defense? And that's what Jacques Fries been brought in. And actually, the coaching staff is not bad. The question marks are around Evan Van Rooyen, but the rest of the coaching staff is pretty good. And in front of the 50 people that have actually been good enough to rock up tonight, you never know. Maybe they could just put it in an above a decent performance. But I want to know what we consider a good performance. I personally will be happy with coming within 7. I'll be happy with scoring 2-3 tries. That's what I like to do. But for me, as a Lions fan, I sort of not come into these games sometimes a little bit more about individual performance than necessarily the what was I going to say? The individuals. I want to see what's going on there. That's it. I'm personally invested in a lot of the futures of some of these players. In the likes of Jordan Hendricks, in the likes of Ruan Fent, who's on the bench today, frustratingly. In the likes of Johnny Lombard, Kieran Horn, Emmanuel Stuka, now that Vincent's gone, swine. So yes, that's kind of where I'm at as a Lions fan. We need a big game from Maurice Lowe, because he was very, very poor on debut. He did score a try, Did come back and score a try, but yeah, didn't really impress. Didn't really take his chance last week, like I hoped he would. But Dawa says, the main event, bless your heart. Here's the main event. Come now, what else are we watching today? Some random international game, which was a no-go from the start. Now I don't have time for these box team. Now the big thing for the Lions is obviously their away. Now the Lions, I think, need to get back to having Fortress Ellis. You know, we had that for a while where, you know, teams didn't want to come play, teams struggled to come play, and we kind of had a little bit of that last season. You know, we saw Munster come down here and struggle. We saw Edinburgh come down here and struggle. We need to try and do that a bit more this season, but away from home, we've got to try and find a way to get points at the end of the day. If we want to try and make playoffs, they were even speaking of going as far as to talk about home playoffs, which is ambitious, and I like it. I love the ambition. I'm all for ambition. But then we need to, like, games like this, which is a big game. These are, I mean, Justin Tipuric is captaining the side. It blows my mind. That we could have had Emmanuel Vincent Tuka versus Justin Tipuric. And we should have had Similani versus George North. We could have had Carly Sardi in the front row, but we don't. And you can't just get bleak about it all the time. But it's frustrating because that would have been could have been a nice differentiator. But alas. We're having a moment of silence here. I'm not sure for who. It's not the Queen, if you're not worrying about that. But Ultimate Sharp, so Vic says I'm betting on the Lions to win. Love it. Ultimate Sharp says Johnny Lombard and Humber go to put in that kind of performance that gets them poached next season. The Humber has actually signed a long-term contract. I think he signed for 4 years, 2025, I think, which is 3 years. Jesus. Yeah, he's actually signed a reasonably long contract. And Johnny Lombard, I also think, come back not on a 1-year deal. So I think that Lombard is pretty much here to stay. Thankfully, as is Nahamba. Eddie Butler, that's who the moment of silence is for. The players are more worried about Ruan Fent has been tied down for a while. I don't know about Chatuka. I don't know about Sangweni, for example. Those kind of players. The Lions will cleanse our palette from the stale Springbok performance. No, it's after sharpshooter. You can't keep taking our players. 325 to the Lions, says Vic. Double says, why didn't you stay in Durban for the Waka game after covering them all week? Because I've got to be here in the studio covering the box from here, unfortunately, is the reality. It's still very difficult for me to cover. I can't cover them from the stadium, for example. And very difficult to cover in a mobile setup. You can see the videos. It's not quite the same quality and reliability as what we have here in studio in the Forever Sports office. So yeah, that's just why, unfortunately. I'd like to change it. Obviously, I want to stay in Durban, and it always kills me every time that you're around the team, that you're ready to go and you're keen, and then you have to leave. But it's just unfortunately logistically where we're at. But yes. Ted Analytics says Henko's not injured. They dropped him because the coaches think he needs to improve his work rate on attack. The dumbest coach staff in the URC. What a great way to back a player after one game. Right, well, apparently that's the case. As I said, I wish I was in the press conference because I could ask them. Double saying Zebra are stepping up this season. Why not Lions as well? Probably because Zebra made some very intelligent signings and the Lions lost the 3 best players they had. But yes, why not? Why not? And maybe me being negative is just throwing something into the universe and asking them to give it back to me and just come in and help me out here. Home playoff is very hard. They're basically competing with Ospreys, Scarlets, Edinburgh, Glasgow, and Zebra, to be fair. And potentially Edinburgh push the balls in the game and Sharks go away with it against Zebra with trying being chalked off. Yeah, the Sharks, I was at the airport just checking updates and looked like a very good game between Zebra and Sharks. So that was cool. But yeah, before we get going, a big shout out to BetCoza who are sponsoring this stream. We've got a couple of bets on the screen as we do have to kick off, and also the link in the description. Please go and sign up. Please go and support them. You can get 100% deposit bonus up to 1,000 Rand when you do sign up. And obviously, the more that you support them, the more they will support us. Anyway, we do have kick off here. A couple of changes for the Lions as well. Obviously, Ruben Skuman coming into the side, and hopefully get a big game from him. Very surprised to see Ruan Venter dropped. I would have liked to have seen... I would have liked to have seen Ruan Venter starting once again, but look, again, you know, Ruan Venter, Henk van Beek, they're 19 years old, so I wouldn't mind if they're not starting week in, week out. I'm sure we'll see Henk van Beek next weekend. Yeah, boss. So first things first, PJ Botha, Messi line, it does go backwards, popped up for Edel van der Merwe. But I mean, you look at this Ospreys side. Nahamba first, Crystal Livy, the two Manuel Tuka. At least he's back at the starting lineup. Good to see. Needs to start filling the. Oh, Mr. Ref, we just seen a headbutt there from like Alan Jones on Nahamba. You can't do that, surely. He stayed down as Alan Jones. I mean, he just headbutted our scrum off. Mr. Ref, get involved. Reese Webb at 9. He's a very good player. I do like him. And Andrews could see it trotting along there. Oh, he's made a hash of that. Did it go forward? No. Now he's bringing Edel. Yeah, it did go forward. Well done, Andries. I don't know why he's nodding. Like, I understand he's back. I understand that he's a big signing for us. Put Q and Horn at 15. The man was cooking there last season. Cooking. Not a good start. Now we're going to have a scrum. Yeah, I want to look at this Alan Jones thing. He just headbutts. That's head-on-head contact on the Humber. And that's where we lost the ball, just by the way. He just headbutts him. He just gets him and headbutts him. Surely that's not allowed. What about my rights? Mr. Ref. Head-on-head contact. Rugby collision, my arse. Send them off. Send them off. I will not have my scrum half manhandled. He is small enough as it is. I mean, yeah, he's wincing but he headbutted him. Mr. Ref. At the very least, it's a penalty. At the I mean, there's no control there. There's no leading with a shoulder. He just goes and headbutts him. Go back for the penalty, yeah. Yeah, we are going back for a penalty. Yellow card. Bin him. Ban him. Send him off. Yeah, talk all you want, Alan Wynn. Get out of here. Old codger. Why don't we sign Alan Jones? Like, I'm at that stage as a Lions fan. Go and sign. Why don't we just do like a retirement team? And just go find a bunch of players who are like coming into retirement but can still operate. Like Alan Jones, Johnny Sexton. Imagine Johnny Sexton like grooming Jordan Hendrickson, which I actually have to be careful because Jordan Hendrickson is almost a minor. Guiding him. Let me not throw out those sort of use that terminology. Bad start. We are going for the point here. Johnny Lombard is going to slot things here. Big says Andres doesn't fit the role. I see Alliance 15 playing. Yeah, well, I think the frustrating thing is that Kieran Horn played really well at 15 and looked so comfortable and exciting, and he's just so wasted on 11. For me, Andres could see it as just too predictable, unfortunately. You know, he is... We see it all the time. We see that big step of his coming inside, and then he gets taken out. He's a good player. He's a very good player. Defensively, he's pretty good. He often does make meters. He has those games where he's untouchable. But I think Kieran Horn, for me, he's got more in his repertoire. More in his cupboard. More in his locker, as they say. He's missed it. Damn it. Wayne Pivak there, looking at the next generation of South African players, seeing who he can poach. I reckon he's probably got his eyes on quite a few players here, looking at residency rules, looking at who he can get involved in. Restart goes to Edel van der Merwe, goes inside to Emmanuel Tuka, who is the better of the two brothers. He'll definitely be the better of the two brothers this weekend, because Richard Tuka is still in South Africa. Penalty, though, for the Lions for not releasing. So it's pretty much one-way traffic, really. Lions doing all the attacking so far. Ospreys have been very poor in the first 4 minutes. Safe to say we basically got a Lions win in the bag. If any of this starts sounding like it's bad, we are moving on to beer number 5 for the day. Ah, yeah. What a sound. So, been a long day. I mean, I went to bed at 1:30 maybe. Um, Trying to get all the stuff ready for earlier watch-alongs, and then was up at about 7 to get the All Blacks watch-along stuff going. So it's been a long day, and we're going to be live until 10:30. So it has been a long day. Anyway, PJ Botha. Sonena Humber saying at the front of the line, I don't think he's an option. We do go to the back. It's a very good take from Reinhard Northknocker, it must be said, because I don't think that was the plan. Anyway, we have got the balls. Nahamba goes to Ruandre, who's got big boots to fill in Carly Sadi. Probably quite literally. I reckon Carly Sadi's definitely got a couple of size 13s or 14s. Good carry there. Nice momentum here from the Lions. Now Emmanuel Chuka. It's a big tackle on him, though. Now Nahamba goes to PJ Botha, who has improved, but the ball's been ripped in the tackle, as I say that. And now looking to counter OPSREYS, but oh, that's a huge tackle for Marius Lowe, who is the GOAT and potentially getting a Springbok call-up at the end of the year, simply based on that intervention there. Genuinely, that's what I want to see from Marius Lowe. Big hit, force the turnover. Justin Tipuric just doing what Justin Tipuric does. Although having said that, I'd like to see him back at the end of the tour. I think Justin Tipuric is one of the best players in the world when he's playing well. Good to see. I was actually very bleak we didn't get to see him against South Africa in the team. Wayne Peter, what do you reckon? Hey, Marius Lowe in for Wales. Lions dominating. So far, so good. Jay says, first time this Watchalong cuck, such an improvement on the stock. This Watchalong cuck, I love it. Dear. Yeah, well, welcome to the Watchalong cuck. As you can see, we are very unashamedly getting biased towards the Lions today, who are the best URC side for South Africa have. Yeah, we're just here for fun, really. It's a very bleak South Africa at the moment after the loss. Not the loss, the Rugby Championship, lack of win. Penalty at the scrum time. Oh, Nahamba thinking about taking it quickly as well. And yeah, a big smile on the face of Dan Lydiot, who probably would have picked him up and thrown him back to a different postcode. But that's a bit more like the Lions scrum of old. Julian Reling is doing that. Steve Satole, by the way, just doing the things. Very underrated is Steve Satole. Massive hit from says, I'll sharp shooter. Now Joey Lombard going to go for the 3 here. Yeah, who do you think's going to take in the game? Hey, I mean, I can dream that the Lions will do it. We could be very well getting the first points of the day here. Come on, Johnny. I was actually so hacked when he left us. Man, does his ACL. We like graft him back and then he goes to Japan. Same as James Malense. He would have been our starting inside center this season. Lombard, kicks looking a bit better. Yeah. I mean, we've forgotten about Johnny Lombard, but he was a hell of a player at junior levels and looking really good for Lions before he left. So if we can get him back to playing the way he was, then it becomes very exciting for the Lions because he is a quality player. Restart there. Good take from Frank Horn. Very big Frank Horn fan. I think that he's quietly very underrated. And I say it as a Lions fan and as a rugby fan. I do think he is underrated. I think he's been one of the best purchases the Lions have made in a while. Goes a little bit under the radar, but a very solid player now. This is a nice basics here from the Lions. A good restart. Now Nahamba looking for the box kick. And he will find touch. I hope we've told him he can't shoot gun, because that's like a big thing that everybody hates him about, which is a weird thing to get really upset about. Right, first scrum here for Ospreys. Opportunity for the... Ah, but we stolen the line out. I mean, couldn't we do anything wrong here? What a start chip from the away side. Right, now Nahambo auditioning for the box. He'll bring out the box kick. It's high and enemy contestable. Edwin van der Merwe underneath giving chase. And the ball comes loose. And Sanguini has managed to rip it in the tackle as well. Sibo saw the goat. Now we're on Dre at first receiver. Johnny Lombard gives it to Emmanuel Stuka. Emmanuel Stuka comes back on the angle. He's got a lot of players on him, but he does manage to get himself down to ground, so the ball will be available for Nahamba. Goes to Lombard. Lombard goes to Edwin van der Merwe. Edwin van der Merwe going to Andries Coetzee. Steps on the inside. Andries Coetzee almost through. Andries Coetzee is brought down by the scruff of his neck. Nahamba, quick ball needed. The ball flies to Jones. A good pick up to North Narkle. Good offload. Oh, hands! No! Must have intercept. Frank Horn gives it up to Lombard. Hands, boys! Morris Lowe in the inside. Oh, Mr. Riff! Where was their knock on? You are an enemy of progress, sir. Lombard could get an end of year call up. What's a good start, chap? Big shout. Imagine Johnny Lombard has an absolute stellar 3 games, for example. Now, like right now. Imagine he gets called up at the end of their tour. Imagine. Could you imagine the scenes? I'm actually going to tweet that. And it sounds ludicrous because we haven't seen him for a while, but this kid can play. Big scrum there coming. I think we have to have a reset. Now it's penalty for Ospreys. It's rotating around. I don't think Lions were too upset by that, you know. It looked pretty pretty even. So that's not too bad. Ultra Sharpshooter saying the tradition of Lions scrums carrying through. Ken suggests Creel should go and play for the Lions. They should try him at 15. That could boost his popularity. Yeah, I'll take Jesse Creel the act tomorrow. I'll use him as outside centre. Him and Henker and Vay can battle it out, which would be cool. But yeah, it'd be a nice opportunity at 15. James says, long-time Lions fan, extra now in London. Well, Andres, I'm assuming London. Unless I'm missing something here. But the only last Yankee supporter that I know, but I can't say I've been a fan of Andries Coetzee. Yeah, he's just I just find it very one-dimensional. This is a pretty strong carry there from George North. Xander Duplessis trying. They're doing very well to hold him up here, by the way. Marius Lowe is doing the Lord's work. Now they have to let go. Oh, long pass out wide. It's a big overlap. Kieran Horn inside. What's desperate tackle being made there by Johnny Lombard, the future Springbok fly half. Big hit there. That's on Scott Baldwin. Now Osprey's got numbers. Adam Beard. Good offload. Morris looking up to try and make the tackle on... and Xander Duplessis is pickpocketed on George North. Yeah, he sees what the South Africans... Oh, my living. That's a brilliant penalty being won. I think that's Dan Lydiard. Quickly taken by Reese Webb. Morris Lowe brings him down. Ellerman Jones is there. Good hands here. Good hands here. Good hands. And the Ospreys are going to be over. Bugger. It's a good try. It's good hands. The defense is nowhere. Was nowhere, unfortunately. Nice. Nice while it lasted. Looking at potential forward pass here. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty forward if you ask me. I mean, the hands almost look pretty forward here, by the way. That angle looks pretty forward, but that is a pretty poor angle. I'll be honest, it's not a great angle. No clear and obvious evidence. Damn it. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? Pity, because we actually played pretty well. But the hands there were very good. But I must admit, Marius Lowe, not been bad. Not been bad so far. A couple of nice tackles there from him. That's a great kick. That is a superb kick. That has split the poles. And Jack Walsh will appreciate that. Gareth Anscombe on the bench. Thankfully, he's not playing. Right, Lombard with the restart going high, and Edward van der Merwe is chasing hard. Edward van der Merwe is left deep to try and knock it back, but missing it out. So Ospreys do have possession off the kickoff. Reese Ware just bringing things back, shaping up for his box kick. No, decided to go back to the pocket. And Jack Walsh will find the touch finder. Not the best touch finder. You can see he's not particularly happy about it. Very young player is Jack Walsh. 22 years old, American born. Competitive line out there. We've lost it, unfortunately. So now things starting to turn a little bit for the worst here. Lines need to shift. Lines need to shift. Lines need to shift. Shift. Good tackle by Xander Duplessis. Oh, that's a big tackle from PJ Buerta, who's gone down in the heap. No, he's actually fine. They stopped him off, but he's actually, I think it's just a shoulder. Yeah, they all stopped because he thought he had gone down in a heap, but I think it's just his, I think it's just the shoulder that he's hit. Well, I like the intensity on the defense there from PJ Buerta. I think he's probably on a one way, like he's definitely out there to prove me wrong, and I'm happy to be proven wrong. I would love him to prove me wrong. I would love him to make a box squad, and I've sit there saying, PJ, I doubted you. It was stupid of me. Good tackle though, good tackle. But my issue with him has always been, first of all, discipline. Second of all, his lack of line-out skills and ability. So if he sorts his line-outs, that goes a big way to me saying, cool, well done, you. And to be fair, I think I was right to criticize him at the time. But his open play has been improving a lot. He is going off though, so it obviously is an HIA. So Jakob Asaki comes on, who I think should be starting. Jakob Asaki, I think he needs to get back to the handlebars moustache. That's the goat look. But Pasaki's been around the block. Nice place to have. Nice player to have. Right, big scrum here. It is an Ospreys scrum. Ref stop and play there because of the knock to PJ Buerta's head. Penalty against the Lions. I don't think they agree with that. Yeah, just losing his bind there. Andre. Oh, that's a huge hit. Oh, my living. Marius Lowe and Johnny Lombard. That's what I like to see. Another big hit. Ah, enjoying the physicality here, lads. Oh, good hands though. Good gap being run there. Gets the offload away. Oh, my living. This is... Oh, my goodness me. They've just absolutely ripped us apart. And Keelan Giles is over for a second. I mean, this is... That was... I mean, how did we go from 2 big tackles to that? The hands are good, but goodness me. Having a water break now as Ospreys go up to 14 points to 3. This could get a bit ugly, you know. Right, so after a decent start, things are now looking a bit ominous. 14 points to 3, really poor try that being scored. It was far, far, far too easy for them to just breeze through there. Untouched was Keelan Giles. And frustratingly, because there's a couple of big hits there. But the offload game at the moment for Ospreys is killing the Lions. 14 points to 3, really 11-point lead. And things were looking all right when we had the ball, but since we have lost it, yeah. Ruan Dre getting some attention. Springbok captors Ruan Dre. Right, we start from... Oh, surely, Mr. Ref. That's in front of him has been completely taken out there. Yeah, penalty, thank you. Keelan Giles, I mean, was taking him out every single bit of the way there. Come on. I mean, it was so blatant as well. Albert says, Rice must strike back with some good attack. Vic saying, if the Lions scrum is not firing, then the match will be out of reach for them. What happened to McClanahan? It's a very good question. I don't know if he's injured or not. If we go to the front of the lineup, so you see Sengweni. Good take. They're right up against touchline. Need to work our way a bit to the close, and we do. Oh, we've broken away. Go, Franco! Franco Horn! Told you. I told you. I might just tweet that Franco Horn's better than Evan Lewis. Feeling controversial. Just throw some stuff out there. Throw a bit of bait. No, wait. I don't know. I put a lot of bait out there today, to be fair. But Franco Horn, that's another try for him. Yeah, good work. Really good work at them all. And we hit back, lads. Right, Johnny Lombard slots this and we're back with the four lad. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it's a good kick from Johnny Lombard. Oh, could be in for a high-scoring game here, lads. Restart to the left, and it's Renard North Nachel, captain for today. The ball's come loose, but Nahamba's managed to dive on it. The Lions have managed to hold on to possession. Almost looked like they were going to be bundled into touch there. I thought Breaker Hall was busy shaping up for the box kick. That would have been something with the left boot as well. Good carry there. Good carry. Now Nahamba asking for a blocker. Edel van der Merwe chasing hard. He's very good in the air, Edel van der Merwe. Tries to tap it back. Backwards. Goes to Giles. Play on. No advantage or anything. Nahamba eventually managed to bring him down. The turnover ball. Oh, there's a lot of Ospreys player. Don't want to use it, but Elman Jones decides to go direct. Yeah, I was about to say, they're holding him. I mean, Elman Jones is holding, literally like with his arms, holding him in there and then claiming that he's not rolling. Johnny Lombard, very, very intelligent kick there. Oh, good kick as well, actually. Chip over the top from Giles, and Lombard very calmly just catches it and returns the favor. And they'll find a bit of touch. Very good, nice little touch there from Johnny Lombard. Very calm. But that's an Elman Jones special. I mean, he's literally holding Sanguini like this in the ruck and then claiming he's not rolling. Elman Jones loves the dark arts. Da, 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 da. Having I think it's Sanguini getting some treatment. He needs a big season. I spoke to him at the URC launch. Quite a cool interview, actually. If you want to go check it out on the channel. And yeah, I'll say, you know, that he's basically a senior. He's become a senior player. He was kind of on the fringes. You know, had some very good games, and he needs to step up. And it's quite sad when you think that all of a sudden he's basically a senior player and he's turning 22 in November. But yeah, you know, we need him to really step up for the Lions and try and pull those boots. Morris loads for his carry, gets away from one. It's a nice solid carry from him. I will. Six going, and as I say that, he gives away a penalty. Did play for the under-20s. Did Sanguini. Played in a very, very good loose trio. He was with Dylan Richardson and Pepsi Buthelezi as the under-20 loose trio when Ulrich Lowe was playing lock with JJ van der Mesht. That was when Jaden Hendricks, James Valencia was playing fly half. I think Thakia Abrahams was in that, as was Angela Davids. Rick Pretorius was playing that side. That side was so good. On paper, that side was phenomenal. And that wasn't even that long ago, by the way. That was about 2019, I think. Nahamba was part of that. You're telling me that was straight. Reese Webb. Oh, knock on there. Double knock on. We'll have a scrum. I mean, yeah, everything seems to be revolving around trying to get the ball to Keelan Giles, which I can understand. Man scored 2 tries already. All eyes on me. Right, split scrum here. You've got Johnny Lombard on the right. You've got Andrews Kutsia. I suppose that's the last thing. You've got two first receivers on the park. Andrews Kutsia is not bad at first receiver. Probably could play a flop if he really had to. I'd like to see Johnny Lombard at 15 maybe, and Jordan Hendricks at 10. I also think Jordan Hendricks could do a job at 12. Anyway, we're going to use the boot of Andrews Kutsia, which is quite a large boot. Now the return comes in from Max Nagy down the throat of Johnny Lombard. Johnny Lombard wants to bring in that torpedo. Very, very nice take. Inside ball from Jack Walsh. Now George North looking to carry strong, but it's a good tackle from Frank Horn. Osprey's up towards the halfway line, deciding to go towards the left. Now he also sees a bit of space. Playing a bit of a territory game there. Osprey's pinning the lines back to beyond the 10-meter. It was a bit of a nothing kick, really. I mean, yeah, he's found a bit of territory, but not much. I'd be quite annoyed if I was. Marks Nagy there in the 15 jersey. Haven't seen too much of Luke Morgan, but we've seen quite a lot of George North. But you've seen too much of Keenan Giles so far. So good chase on the kick there, but Ospreys have got possession back. Oh, that's a high tackle. Ruben Schoolman with the discipline issue. He's got such bad discipline. He really does. Looking for the more here are Ospreys. It's all gone a bit messy here. Ospreys have managed to keep the ball, but yeah, well, pretty well defended there from the lines, it must be said. Now Dan Lydiot. So tackle by Manuel Stuco. He's just trying to get out the way. Does so well. Reese gives it to Adam Wynne Jones. Now they've got George North. Shows and goes. Sorry, it's Nagy. Quite a big field, isn't he? Reese oh my living. I just could see it's come off the line. Important tackle being made there by Johnny Lombard. And a couple of players all over that ball. Has to be a penalty. Is a penalty just as well, because Andrews could see a shot off his line, and that could have been trouble city if they managed to get through there. Had a three-man overlap. A very good defensive read there being made by Johnny Lombard. Good line out there from the Lions. Not skew, but skew. Having said that, and that's Jakub Asaki. He's got to take the L on that one. You can't believe it. It's been quite a lot of discrepancy, both in the Rugby Championship and in the URC, with regards to sort of skew throws. Again, I still, for me, believe that it should come down to whether there's a contest or not. If the other team doesn't go up and it's slightly skew, I don't actually see the issue. because you're not winning the contest because of the skew, the skew. So they don't send anybody up. Personally, I would just let it play. I think it just means that you get to speed up the game a bit more. I think that's a very simple law variation, which could very quickly speed up the game without really changing much. You know, that it can only be skew if there's a contest. Big scrum you're coming from the Lions, by the way, but they do use it to, I think, either kick ahead, and Q and Horn will mark it. Well done, well done. Q and Horn are hopeful are Tyron Green in the making. We should have had Tyron Green. But anyway. Got the crazy eyes as Q and Horn, but a very nice player. And he finds touch just shy of the halfway line. Now that's not straight. Eyeball. That's a big tackle once again. Lombard and Low combining. That didn't look straight at all. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's always an overlap. Xanadu Bassi bringing down George North and Manuel Stuka trying to jackal it, but to be removed. I'm interested to see how Xanadu Bassi goes. Very exciting. Oh, big counter back coming in. Oh, and it's the backline players who are getting in there. Ball's not coming out. Is it like, is there a turnover possession? What's the chat? I mean, they're slowing it down and are playing it, so whose scrum is this? He's lost it forward, I think, is the chat. But he doesn't call it. He has his hands on the ball and then he loses it forward. That should be a knock-on. What's going on here? It is Osprey scrum. Right, we saw a big scrum from the Lions last time. Hopefully see another big one from them. A lot of pressure being exerted, but they do use... Oh, he's left the ball behind there. Knocked backwards is the call. Dan Lydia cleaning things up. George North there spinning around, doing well. Not much chance. Reese Webb decides to just kick in the ball. He sees a bit of space, and Kieran Horn has left space, and he has found touch. So really playing the territory game here. Ospreys after that early flurry of 2 tries. So another water break. I'm not a fan of these 2 water breaks. 1 water break. 1 water break a game, half. 2 in the game. That's all we need. Wayne Pevac looking down. Just like, don't you want to give us some players? Aren't you seeing that the coaches of the Lions are really producing good rugby players, and therefore you'd love a player like Louis Rees-Zammit, for example, to not play in the Premiership where he doesn't get released for internationals and stuff like that. Come play in the URC. What about Tommy Reffel? We'll take him as well. Now I'm saying, give us a couple of players. So will the Lions be the one to spoil the party for South African sides? They will be the only South African side not to win this weekend if they don't win. Good line out there. Managed to get not the best pass there, but had a bit of a standing start, and he gets driven back. Line still with possession. Number now goes back to Andres Kutsia. He's got plenty of time. It's not a great kick. It's very low. Doesn't find touch either, which is not what we needed. Good tackle being made there from Jakob Asaki because Luke Morgan was on his bicycle. Now Nicky Smith carrying hard. Well, she's looking for options here. They're looking to go for the cross kick. It's a very good cross to Keenan Giles. Good inside ball, but Edel van der Merwe. Keenan Giles stepping inside here. Looking a bit ominous for the Lions. Nagy now. Oh, my living. Reece Weber's just strolled over. Pillar, post. Pillar, post. Pillar, post. No infrastructure there. None. We've just walked over. Lions are just fan killer. We really are. I mean, it's a good cross kick there, but it's a good covering tackle here from Edel van der Merwe. Good offload inside to Keenan Giles. Steps inside of everybody. Somebody eventually makes a tackle, and yeah, we're not awake. And somebody slips the tackle on Reece Webb, and that's pretty poor. That's really, as I said, I don't mind. I can get over the Lions losing it to better sides, but we've conceded 3 really soft tries. And I hate conceding soft tries. Oh, he's off the upright. Well, that's a pretty terrible kick. 19 points to 10 remains. Come on, try and get us back in this. Deep restart there. Edel van der Merwe is chasing. They give it all throw out to Keelan Giles. And Chatuka has bundled him out. Good to have him in defense there. Nahamba's trying to get things. He wants to take it quickly. He does take it quickly. But the referee will pull it back. Because it wasn't touched, was in the field when he made the pass. That's a pretty scrappy. Ooh! We'll take a 5-meter scrum there. Very, very scrappy there. The ball went loose there, and all of a sudden, Reece Webb has actually just chipped this out basically under a lot of pressure. Almost looked like the ball was going to come up for Lions over the line. Good take there, Sangrini. Right, can we see a rolling more try from the Lions? Come on, the lads. Come on, the lads. They drive against the touchline. They managed to come inside, and they're going to be they are going to be able to recycle the ball. It's gone straight through the hands, but backwards, and it's been turned over. Come on! And they go back. And Walsh should be able to pin us back a bit further. That's frustrating. 5-meter flipping line up. We should have been trying to capitalize on that. That's annoying. It's very annoying. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. I have lots of faith in the lads. I'll just backwards straight through the hands of Sangrini. Why is it that as soon as I try and hype somebody out that we just buckle? That's a very good line-up. And that's over though. And I think that we've actually butchered this a little bit. It was a nice take by Frankie Horn, but I don't see how we're getting that ball out. Hey, penalty! I'll take the 3 here, you know. Right, let's see if Lions can make it a win. Tio Craval says when the Lions played in that shirt you have on, they were in their prime. Yeah, it was such a cool shirt. I mean, this shirt is goated. I don't know if it's actually visible. The whole Joburg vibe. This shirt was so cool. Even like the away shirt was. I mean, the home shirt was cool. This away shirt was wild. Lions coming. Come now, man. Says James Houston. 11 Hammers passing. Yeah, he's passed nice. I'm enjoying it. Go for 7, but now we're going to go for 3. Johnny Lombard will look to add the 3. I don't mind this at all. Just keep the scoreboard ticking over. Stay in the game. This takes us within a try of getting into the lead. So we're not wouldn't be mad with that. There were 2 really cool live shirts. There's this one, and then there was that commemoration one they did with the Curry Cup. The blue one, which I've also got. And that was also pretty cool. Right, Johnny Lombard. Straight through the middle. A little audition for the Bok jersey. I mean, look at his goal kicking. Give him the jersey. Give him the jersey. Right, 19 points to 13. Lions still sort of sticking with them, to be honest. Big issue is the lack of tries at the moment. But put it this way, haven't been absolutely outclassed in this first half. You can see some very sloppy and soft tries, which is so annoying because you take out some soft tries and we're very much in this game. Anyway, Namba, he's played quite nicely. It's a decent distance. Doesn't find touch though. And it's another good run there from Max Nagy. They managed to bundle him into touch though, so there will be a Lions line out. Good work there. Good line once again. Frankie Horn doing very good work at the lineouts. Need to use it, here, lads. Need to get this ball out. It is at the bottom. It's turnover ball. It's annoying. There won't be time, so it'll be half time. Right, half time. 19 points to 13. I'll take it, actually, to be honest. We have scored a try through Franco Horn. We have conceded soft tries, which is annoying. But we personally haven't been blown away in this first half, which is good to see. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing from the Humber. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing from Johnny Lombard. Looking pretty good, actually. It was a big call to change the halfback combination. But so far, we've seen quite nice things. Apart from that, Maurice Lowe's looking a lot better. The pack's not been blown away so far. So, yeah, positives. Anyway, we have to take a quick break and we'll come back after the break. Please make sure you do go and sign up for BetCoza, who are sponsoring the stream. There's a link in the description. You can get a deposit bonus of up to 1,000 Rand. It's 100% of your first deposit. So go and get it yourself. Sign up over there. Go and put your deposit. A couple of suggested bets on the screen. And we'll see you guys in a little bit. We are back. Apologies, I was getting a beer. So, yeah, we missed the first couple of seconds. Of which I feel nothing. Because beer is really the most important thing, especially when you're losing. Anyway, the Lions currently against the OPSREYS, 90 points to 13 is where the scoreboard stands. A good touch finder there from Sanir Nahamba to start the second half. And oh, there's space. Get across Kieran Horn. Yeah, Kieran Horn, my boy. Anyway, I was on the attack here. On the halfway line here. And Bear puts his head down, lands into Steve's toilet. Stizzle. Oh, Marius Lowe's come up and missed the tackle that Johnny Lombard has completed it. Marius Lowe trying to rip the tackle. I'm really hoping that we're going to see Jordan Henderson come on at 10, by the way, and Johnny Lombard shift to 15. And those two can try and cook together later on in the game. Anyway, 3 tries to 1 is the current situation. However, the Lions 6 points behind, so a converted try will bring them right back into the game. Haven't played badly. Had some pretty poor defensive lapses, which will be a coach killer for Jacques OPSREYS. Advantage, knock on advantage here. Morgan receiving a bit of medical attention. Right, where we at? Chelsea does a red shirt. The red shirt looked cool. The Iron Man wasn't that bad. Lions could come up with the upset. After France Stay's performance, I wouldn't mind Lombard. Obviously, I don't blame France. I honestly think everyone's underestimating how good our team has become. Yeah, I just think it was just stupid errors, wasn't it? You know, not finding touch, those things. Not really excusable stuff. But anyway, I would love to see the Lions more or less in a tackle for lineouts. Or we're going to have a scrum here. What's about a lion, which is appreciated. Love me a good lion logger. Number 17. You know what I'm saying? Could be at that. Anyway, scrum time. I'd like to see a nice try. Again, I would like to see, you know, from an individual point of view, I want to see Johnny Lombard cook this half. I want to see Henderson come on with Lombard. Even Henderson at 12, I reckon. I'm telling you, Henderson at 12 is a good shot. Hendricks at 12. Who's 23 on the Lions bench? It's Hendricks at 20 it's Morvenberg, Hendricks. It's not McConnell, obviously. It's not Henker van Beek. Who's Kamlashe? Yeah, I'm banging. I want to see where Kamlashe comes on. Good player, that. 23 years old. And then Nahamba caught in the ball, but managed to push it back. Marius Lowe puts his head down. But I thought you'd probably see Kamlashe coming into the centers. Right up against the touchline there. Walk backwards, but into touch. But it will be a line out, I think. Backwards or back. Yeah, cool. So we'll be lines out on the 10-meter line. Yeah, I mean, really cool acquisition, really, to think that Sango Kamlashe has come to the Lions. I mean, he captained the Griquas in the final of the Currie Cup. So we managed to grab him, which is quite lacquer. Vic says Nahamba has good fundamentals. Vandenberg has crazy individual brilliance. Look, Nahamba also has some very good. I was about to say, why are we watching a highlight? We're busy playing here, lads. Hey, that's a horrible pass from. It's backwards, but it's been turned over. That's really poor. It's not a good pass on Nahamba. I was about to say that. This is really no. Oh, that's a big hit from Andrea. Good we've seen some good physicality so far from the Lions. We just need to see a bit more. It's more an organizational defensive issue. You know, we've good by half pass there to Kieran Horn. Kieran Horn under pressure. Yeah, Kieran Horn needs a bit of help. It comes in the form of Emmanuel Stuka. The ball is available for Nahamba, so they have managed to keep it. Yeah, I think for me, as I said, on an individual basis, we've seen some really good defensive hits. For example, it's sort of more about the defensive system, which I think needs a bit of work. You have to see 3 tries, which is quite annoying. Sean saying, how do you think the Lions will do in the Challenge Cup when it comes? I don't know. I think, you know, again, we're probably a season away from being competitive. Oh, my living. It's a big tackle from Sangweni. It's not that deep, ref. There's no harm done there whatsoever. What's the issue, ref? Having a look at his tackle on Sangweni, I don't think it's that bad, to be honest. Alright, so we're looking at a tackle here from Sangweni. Oh, goodness me. Be surprised if there's a yellow card. Probably a penalty. Does lift him up, goes past the horizontal, but he lands on his back. It's not like he's driven into his neck or anything like that. Yellow card, just what we need. You know, why is it? So I sit there saying that Sangweni needs a big season and stuff like that. It's so stupid. It's stupid. That's annoying and unnecessary from Sangweni. And one of the yellow, now the Lions are down to 14 men because we can't have nice things. Right, Ruan Fenton can come on when he. Oh, I think they kicked that dead, by the way. Yeah, he's kicked it dead. Banging! Jack Walsh doing a morning stay on your front stay. Sorry, Morday. Full disclosure, I know that apparently you slotted and you clutched up for the Bulls. Your namesake didn't quite have the best starting. Yeah, it's annoying from Sangweni. It's unnecessary. It's really unnecessary. Lifts him up, drops him. It's not that dangerous. You know, doesn't have his neck or anything like that. But just why lift him? Why? Why? There's no need to. As New Dream Boy says, no need to do it. Why do it? Why make the referee make a decision? That's what I always say when it comes to, like, even when there are decisions which you think are harsh. Don't give the referee a decision to make. You don't give them a decision to make, they can't card you. Okay, Marius Lowe. Strong carry. He's been so much better today. Right, quick ball near Johnny Lombard. His left boot. And they decide to mark it to... I suppose not the worst thing for Lions. We're running down a bit of time there. Lombard losing his left, showing a bit of versatility there. Nice piece of will find touch. Right, Jacob Asaki. Ball at the top. Oh, that's really well worked for Marius. Oh, he loses the ball. And Sanele Nahamba kick to the head, but we'll go back for a knock on. Oh, it's frustrating. Right, scrum here. It's gone down, but it is available for Ospreys. And they left it behind, and Humber's on it. Oh my god! Well, tell you what. Roll on December because that's a Christmas present. Goodness me. And then the Humber is over. And that is one of the most fortuitous tries you will see all season. I mean, the ball comes loose from Reese Webb. He basically drops it. It bounces up. And the Humber grabs it and says, well, thank you very much. I'm just going to run over here quickly. Look at this. He pops it up. He leaves it behind his Reese Webb. It just drops in front of the Humber, who grabs it. And he's got so much pace, there's no Humber. Hey! And all of a sudden, good reactions there. Bang, sees the ball bounce, picks it up, and off. He's gone. And we've seen, I mean, he's got wheels. I'll tell you one thing, he's not slow. The Humber's got very fast. But it's good awareness. You wanted to get there quickly on Reese. We put the pressure on him. The ball bounces free. He's on it like a flash. And Humber gets his first try in Lions colours. This kick for the lead, lads. For the lead. Who would have thought? I never expected it. And it will slide to the left here from Lombard. Not far away. He has missed two so far. The one he probably should have gotten. Dewey Lake is on the park. Jack Morgan as well for Dan Idiot. I mean, that kind of shows you a bit of the depth that the Ospreys have at the moment. That's a nice ace from the Humber. Good stuff there. Dewey Lake, what a player he is. We've just seen a penalty. I don't know what's happened because the camera work is terrible. Descent. Oh, my living. We just conceded a penalty for descent. Able. Still got a yellow card, by the way. This time, Walsh doesn't kick it out and he dead, which is annoying because it would have been nice. And that's Nahamba. So stupid. He runs in and just... I mean, that's the problem in Nahamba. He just does stupid shit like that. I mean, that's so... If we score here, I'll drop him. I would 100% drop him. Right off the bat, I'll drop him. Good lineup. Big more defense required now. Call us to use it. They got on the blind side and they're over. I would drop Nahamba. I would 100%. I would actually pull him off. I would pull him off. It was your line out. Well, it wasn't your line out, but like it was definitely not a defensive line out. It was just inside the half. You go and you tap it, you get the penalty. That is so stupid. I mean, penalty on like... They've got a line out on what? The halfway line, maybe? And then Lily goes and grabs the ball. And the Hammer decides he's going to run past, knock it out of his hands. And the ref says, fine, you want to do that shit? Cool, penalty. And then they go and they score. We were in the lead. We were in the lead. I would hook him there and then. There and then. So stupid. I mean, you've just conceded 5 points for being childish. That's literally what it is. Good exit there from OPSREYS. Men. Now here comes, I think it's PDS from Furen. Yeah, it comes on for Ruben Skuman. Backwards there from Lance. Back of Asaki gives it to Johnny Lombard. Oh, that's a big hit there from Marius Lowe. He's not afraid to throw his body around, Marius Lowe. Slow ball, yeah, from the Humber. Huge Chuka. Working hard, yeah, is Emmanuel Stuka. Humber goes to PDS from Fury. He's a little bit isolated. Needs a bit of support. Thankfully, getting a penalty there. Right, Johnny Lombard's going to go for the 3 points here, by the way. Inside his own half. This is definitely a Springbok debut. I mean, audition here. This is saying, listen, me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm ready. He has been striking the ball really well, so he gets the accuracy. I don't think distance is going to be an issue here. Good strike. Through the middle. And some. And some. Yeah, good stuff there. Johnny Lombard adds the 3, brings the lines within 3. It's also a bit of a warning. Another good extra there from the Lions. I'm appreciating that. Right, Dewey Lake will feed the ball into the line archer. Inside play from Jones. You could see eventually managed to make the tackle. Big counteract they're coming from the Lions. Big, a lot of pressure here for the Ospreys. The Ospreys do manage to reuse it. Front foot ball. It's a good take there from Jack Morgan. Oh, there's a lot of numbers here. There's a lot of numbers there. Ball out wide. Fumble thankfully comes. Lombard rushed off the tackle there. Inside ball. Tipperick does well to hang on to it. It's Chuka trying to hold him up. Now they do manage to use it. Inside ball from Allen Jones. Not convinced that was straight. And that is definitely a knock on from Reese Webb. And the fumble from Andrew Scottier will go back for the scrum. Another drinks break here. I'm not convinced about these drinks breaks. I think you need to limit them a bit. So Greeny back on the park. I suppose I should move the yellow card, shouldn't I? You know, back to a full contingent. 24 points, 21 lines. Very much in the game here. Reese Webb is being replaced. So Ruben Morgan Williams will come on. As does Tom Buerta. A good Welsh sounding name. Penalty to Ospreys. That'll be a big moment for them. They'll be able to kick this over. A bit frustrating that. Not driving straight is what the call is, apparently. The Lions, you're hanging on here. They actually could win the game if they could actually, like, start actually pitching up a little bit. This is weirdly poised at the moment. Alshot says, yeah, one drink break, a half 45 seconds is good enough. New Guinea boy says, I feel like there are more and more stoppages these days. Drags the game on and breaks throughout the game. Water breaks here on SC Rugby all the time. Offs. Well, I think one water break. Because the problem is that they were supposed to be bringing these water breaks in to prevent the time wasting that would happen. As Ospreys do line up for the 3-pointer here. Jack Walsh is going to have a go. That was the point. You know, the water breaks are supposed to be to speed up the game. But I don't feel like they have. You know, they're taking far too long. A water break needs to be, come on, add some water, get off. Can't be this 3-4 minute thing all the time. He has nailed that, has Jack Welsh. So Ospreys will go 6 points ahead. Lions need to score next year. Good restart there, but Ospreys do manage to maintain possession. Ah, horrible line out, man. Man, you can't do stuff like that. Get yourself into a good position. Just out of 22, important line, and then you lose it. Contestable kick, it'll find him over. Manages to hold on. Good take in the end from him. He did fumble it. Nice. Near in the Humber. To one of the Smiths. I think it's both the Smiths are on. Xander Duplessis. I don't think we've seen him at ball in hand at all. First real carry of the day in the Humber. Right, Yakovsaki gives to Johnny Lombard. Good line being run there by, I think that's another Smith. I think it's both the Smiths are on. So the Smith twins, which is an absolute nightmare to try and keep track of. I just could see it cuts the sideline. Loses the ball forward. Why is it every single time we have a good moment, we decide to make a mistake and make it a bad moment? I mean, come on, guys. Won't find touch. They will rebuild through Andrews Kutsia. It'll find him over. What can he conjure up? Not much, to be honest. Well, I'll tell you, I don't know if both the Smiths are being industrious or the one Smith's being industrious, but he's carrying pretty well at the moment. Chatuka has fumbled it. Forwards. Oh, so many unforced errors. This is so childish, man. Oh. Ball's a bit greasy, but you got to be taking that at the end of the day. There's no excuses for that. More to the point, can we unleash our X Factor players? Morley Vandenberg needs to come on. Jordan Henderson needs to come on. Ruan Fenton needs to come on. Bring those three players on. I would have hooked them at a Humber. I mean, we literally could actually lose this game because of the Humber's volatility. It must be said. Literally that stupid little run to Dule can knock the ball out of his hands and concede a penalty. No, but why is that's Strowley? Why is Strowley on the bench? Where's Ruan Fenter? I don't want Strowley. What's happened to Ruan Fenter? Why do we also not get updates on this? Lie on social media. Feel free to let us know what the hell's going on. Where's Ruan Fenter? Where's our most promising player of the future? How do you just not take him out of the 23 and not to tell us? Never mind. Keep him on. Keep Watchalong on. I'll take it back. Really? I was about to be excited. I'll take it all back. I'm gonna have a reset scrum here. Oh, it's so annoying. I thought that ruined Strowley. Here we go. Ruan Strowley replaced Ruan Fenton on the bench. Fenton did not recover from a niggle picked up on Thursday's training session. Oh, goodness me. That's annoying. Vic says, I guess the water break helps to prevent players from faking injuries to catch a breath. How many internationals does the Ospreys have compared to the Lions? Well, the Lions don't have any. Well, current internationals, none. Capped players, the Lions have got what? Ruan Drea? That's got to be forward ref. Oh, well, I'm not convinced about that. Ruan Drea. That's it, I think. I don't think anybody else is captain this side. Yeah, Ruan Drea. You got one. Andres could see it. I apologize, Andres. Andres could see it. We got two. We have as many. Oh, big hit there from Edwin van der Merwe. We have as many international players in our 23 as Ospreys have in their second row. Yeah, that's the sad thing. No, that's the thing. We were never expected to win. We were never really expected to compete. So the fact that we're 6 points away with 15 minutes to go is quite lacquer. And playing quite well. Yeah, Lombard. Oh, Smith just running inside, outside. I love it. Gotta love to see us prop doing that. Crisp delivery there from the Humber to Kutsia. He's to straighten. He's going to go himself. I can tell you right now he's going to go himself. Now Humber going on a bit of a snipe. We haven't seen that much from him. Backwards, Ruan Strowley's on the park and has his first carry of the day. Now Edwin van der Merwe helping out at scrum half. Now Humber is down, so we can see more van der Merwe. That's Fury, gives it to Morris Lowe. Morris Lowe, long pass out wide. Q and Horn. Q and Horn gets past one. Xanadu Bassi needs a bit of help. It comes in the form of A. Smith. I think it was Ruan Smith versus JP Smith. They are twins, so forgive me for not knowing which one is which. Can't see the jersey. We're in trouble. I think that's actually Ruan Smith. Big counter-ruck coming in there, though. Xanadu Bassi, get in there, Chief. And a penalty coming from the side. Ugh, use the ball! Idiots! Ugh. This is going to be an annoying game where we actually should have been very competitive, and we're not going to be. We're going to end up losing by 9 points, where we actually probably could have won. It's going to be that annoying. Right, put him on Effenberg. Happy Bruce. There we go. Sangwa Kamlashe. Who's he on for, though? Nice player, this one. It's a Rusty Brace. Happy Bruce. Adam now said Ospreys by 20 points, and I thought so too. Well done, Lions. Excellent. Respect us. What is wrong with these guys? Charlie Father Perks. Happy Bruce. Another forward pass missed. Rest blind. Bring on Morley and Jordan. What are they waiting for? I'm not quite sure. I said Jordan on for Andres. Johnny to fullback. And Sangwa can come on for whoever, really. I actually don't mind. But Amlash is a very nice player. I'm super stoked that we actually managed to get him in. I don't know how. Him and Xanadu Duplessis are nice bits of business. So Xanadu Duplessis also, Amlash is in on it outside centre. More coming here from Ospreys. Dewey Lake once is the call. They do use it. Morgan Williams. A lot of players running around. Bit of a juggle there. Bit hard. Yeah, Morris almost managed to avoid a tackle there by just pleading to the referee. Morley Vandenberg is on the park, so I think it's just Jordan Hendricks who hasn't come on. And Phillips is brought down by A. Smith and Johnny Lombard. I think the entire season is going to be saying, oh my living, there's a huge overlap here. Huge overlap. Giles inside, looking for a hat-trick, gives it away to North. North gives it away to Morgan Williams. Forward pass. Finally, we've seen a forward pass. Goodness me. The entire game, there have been at least 3 or 4 very sketchy forward passes. And a little bit the camera angle, because it can be. So I am willing to acknowledge that sometimes camera angles do affect things. But we have seen lots of forward passes. I mean, they haven't been picked up. And finally, we've had one being picked up. Finally. Edwin Jones is off. Davies is on. One of the greatest rugby players ever. You have to say it. You do have to say it. Right, so it's just Jordan Henderson we haven't put on, because why would we do that? Right, Morley Vandenberg on to try and inject some pace. Chaps, I don't want to be that person, but with 12 minutes to go, we're converged to try away. Hey, free kick as well. We're converged to try away from winning this game. I mean, you don't want to really throw that up in the universe, do you? And let us tempt Providence. However, we are a converted try away from winning this game. So, first of all, we're getting a bonus point right now, which is pretty cool. If we were to score 2 tries, we get 2 bonus points, even if we lost within 7. But if you can get a converted try, we'd actually get 4 points for a win. Imagine we could have 1 win out of 2 games against the Bulls and the Ospreys. That'd be wild. But, I mean, I don't really want to sort of see too soon because, you know, we probably will buckle. But, yes. The fact that we're competitive is a very nice big step. In fact, I think that the coach staff will be quite happy with this and annoyed at, for example, the Humber incident. Oh, you're starting the line as well. Reynard Northknuckle, you legend, you. The captain, fantastic. Morning van den Berg, crisp service. And it's another Smith. I tell you, these Smiths love to run. And he also loves to pop the ball to the opposition. You idiot! Now, Walsh looking to pin his back. Edel van der Merwe is tracking back. Edel van der Merwe, just get on your bike, mate. Get on your bike. Pops it up to Andries Kutsia. Andries Kutsia looks to bring out that big boot of his. Won't find touch, though. And gets very high. It comes off his boot. Not really where he wants it to go. Morning van den Berg steps away from him as well. What can Morning van den Berg conjure up? Morning van den Berg on the run up to the halfway line. Good presentation as well. Pretty Jansen from Furen. Slow ball here from the Lions. And then Berg goes to Lombard. Lombard goes to Morris Lowe. Pretty thing. What's a good pickup from inside ball from Kutsia. Needs to find an offload. It gets it away to Kieran Horn. Almost up to 22. This is really good for the Lions. Come on, the lads. Now Lombard. Good pass to Smith. Smith to another Smith. To another Smith. Oh my word. The Smiths still going. Ball over the top. Edel van der Merwe. We shouldn't be surprised, really. We shouldn't be. Come on, the Lions are over. Look at the Smiths. Look at the Smiths. You will not see better individual prop play from anybody, let alone... Come on! Imagine we do it. I'd be chuffed. I would go to bed with the biggest smile on my head. I'll probably just DM all these guys and just say you guys are freaking legends. Edel van der Merwe is the man that goes over, but goodness me, Ruan Smith, JP Smith, that was unbelievable. I mean, they have been very good. I ripped into Ruan Smith. And the Lions just need to hold out now. That was wild, by the way. I mean, literally, I cannot believe it. We literally just saw JP at first receiver, offload to Ruan, run around him, get the offload again, and then pop the ball over to Edel van der Merwe. I mean, that was mental. You'd be impressed if that was an outside center. You'd be impressed if that was a fly half. The fact that a tight end and a loose head prop just combined like that was unreal. That's the moment of the week. That's unbelievable. JP Smith is the GOAT. The GOAT. Play him wherever. Goodness me. A loop around from a prop. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. That was wild. We've got to win after that. Come on. 7 minutes out. Can the Lions do it? Have the Smith twins just engineered a Lions victory? Cheers to you, chaps. Surely we don't lose from there. Come on, man! Keenan Giles just makes me panic every single time he gets the ball. And now JP's on there trying to win a penalty at the breakdown. Is there anything this man can't do? Probably scrum, to be fair. If that's JP, though, he can scrum. I've actually been very impressed. Ruan Smith basically got a contract based on JP Smith's performances. And I wasn't very happy when we signed JP Smith, I must admit. We signed him from Major League Rugby. But he has been very good for us. Come on, big defense here. Big defense. Advantage for what, Mr. Ref? Big overlap here. Big overlap here. Bloom, did you watch the Sharks versus Zebra game? Unfortunately, I was at the airport at the time and literally no restaurant / bar was showing it. I literally walked the entire King Sharper trying to find a... I went to Spur for dinner just thinking like they'll have 4 different games and I'll be able to watch it, but it wasn't the on. So unfortunately I missed it. So I was just getting the result. I was just getting Sharks fans losing it and having a meltdown. I saw that Rowan scored. They're going for the try here, OPSREYS. They could have kicked themselves into the lead. Hopefully that little bit of overconfidence comes back to bite them because it'll be an injustice. An injustice. If that combination from those props does not win the game, it would be it could be one of the biggest sporting injustices ever. Possibly since the hand of God. Like, George North, look at that leg strength. Goodness me. That's a big tackle on him. Ruan's Charlie, good job there. Come on, lads. Collins, strong carry from him. Sangleton Lashe. Mr. Ref, surely. Got on the ball very quickly there. George North being wrapped up quite quickly. JP Smith. No, go back to the thing before. Tell me right now, Lashe deserved a penalty there. No, he's not penalised. The man not rolling away, not penalised, commentator. How about you actually read and watch the game? Was not rolling away was what the penalty for. He wasn't the tackler. Now they're going for the 3. No! Oh! This is going to be so heartbreaking. He's missed it. He's missed it. Oh, I can't take this. This could be a very, very stressful last few minutes. He's missed it. He's done the right thing. He's done the right thing and he's missed it. I was about to do a video on the greatest sporting injustices ever, and that would have been there. Had that... Now it's just been gone off the cards here, but we've got 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Big tackle. Just keep them there. Right against touchline. Sun got Kamlasha, by the way. It's come on. I'm very industrious. I'm enjoying the energy he's brought on here. Yeah, 2 minutes now. Got to keep them inside their own half. Spread. George North. Luke Morgan down there. Big defense needed here from the Lions. Just need the chance to try and find a turnover. 1.5 minutes. Just don't force it. Don't give a flipping open a gap like that either. Oh no, like that. Hold on, JP. Run. A Smith. Minute and a half left. Minute 20. One more passenger play. Spread. Good tackle, Kieran Horn. Ospreys are making progress, but 70 seconds left here, lads. Come. Desperate. Last minute. Come on, man. One Ospreys mistake, chaps. That's all you have to do. Just wait for the mistake. Be patient. Roll away. Make your tackles. Don't be dumb. Backwards of the call. And then I'm just going to say I can't hang on. So we'll have a scrum. Oh, this is it. 30 seconds. We've just got to get through the scrum. Come on, the lads. Ten seconds, you lads. 10 seconds. Literally, win a penalty here and we've won. Come on, lads. That's a reset. Come on, lads. We literally just need this to end. We need one big scrum. And we'll be victors here. Come on, man. It is an Osprey scrum, Martin. Use it now. No penalty from the scrum. Big defense needed here. One mistake here from Ospreys and the Lions have won it. Sanguini's there. It's the ref. Sanguini, your yellow card would have been given. Oh, a fumble. I can't watch. I'm watching, but I can't watch. Morgan goes himself. Sanguini's there. He's good over the ball. Griffiths now. Come on, lads. One mistake and it's there. Desperate defense here, lads. Come on, lads. 2 minutes after the hooter is gone. Come on, man. Oh dear. Big. Oh, thank you, Ron. They're making progress here, Ospreys. Come on, lads. Just wait for your chance. Just wait for your chance. NBA goes himself. Sango Kamlashe is bringing him down. Just can't concede a penalty. Frankie Horn's there. Yes! Come on! Frankie Horn, you goat! The Lions! The Lions! Come on! Come on! Where's my respect? Where's my respect? I say nothing. I say nothing. I mean, it's not. It's not. I mean, I can't believe we won that. Hey! The lads! The lads! The lads! Come on! That's a nice way to end the weekend. It's been a horrible weekend from... Well, it's not been a horrible weekend. It's been a long weekend. It's been a long week. But what a performance! What a performance! We pitch up there. Frankie Horn, he's got a blood eye. I mean, what a great game from him, by the way. But for the Lions side, to go up against a stacked Osprey side full of internationals, come away with the victory. Come on! Box and the Lions win on the same day. Box still feels like a very hollow victory, but the Lions, that's amazing from them. I mean, yeah. Well, fantastic. People, thank you very much for joining me throughout the day. It's been a long day. It has been a long day. A lot of rugby. We might go live tomorrow for Munster versus Dragons. Might not, probably not, to be honest. Probably have some other stuff to do. But until the next time, we're going to get firmly into the URC next weekend with no international rugby to distract us from the best league in the world. So we'll see you guys all during the week and stuff like that. Until then, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steven, and the Lions beating Ospreys 28 points to 27.